very least, a pencil and an eraser and your sketchbook. Now, remember, your sketchbook is just a bunch of papers, here's one, that have been stapled together by me. If your cover comes off, like mine did earlier today when I was coloring and I opened it up and the staple broke, you can get an adult to come help you and be patient for when they have time, and you can just tape the inside on both sides like that, or if you're in my classroom, there should be a very long stapler that I use for these that will work really well for putting the cover back on. So just so you know, it might come off. You just need to tape the inside on both sides and it should stay back on, okay? So today you're going to be doing your name big and bold with some kind of squiggle line around it. And then you need to be thinking of your favorite shape, because we're going to cover the whole thing with some of our favorite shapes. And then inside, little bits about ourselves or outside little things about ourselves. Then we color the whole thing in, which is always, to me, the favorite part. Here's one example. This one I did with the bigger kids. Notice I still had them cover everything else. They had to draw or write something about themselves. And of course, our name. The name is big and bold, which is super important so people can know, hey, that's my sketchbook. Okay? Here's the start of another one. This kid's name is Joe. He wrote his name up and down instead of across or diagonal. You can write your name however you want. As long as we can read it, we're good. And then his favorite shape was a triangle. So he did triangles and all over his sketchbook cover. And I'm about to show you another way you can do it. So these are just your ideas. So go ahead and get your sketchbook out. Hold up your pencil at me so I know you're paying attention. Hold it up, and say draw. Did you say it? I hope so. All right, so I'm going to pretend I am another student, not me, because I've already drawn enough about me for a while. I'm going to say my name is Abby. Okay, so let's say Abby wants to write her name. I kind of like what Joe did, so I'm going to have Abby write her name big and bold, going straight up and down. So this is how Abby spells her name, really big and bold and strong and neat. Take your time. If you are a kindergartner or even first grader and you have a hard time writing your name, you can get somebody to help you out, but please just give it a try first with pencil. If you mess up, you can always erase it. That's okay. And then around the outside of your name, I'd like you to give me some kind of line. It could be a straight line or a zigzag, or I'm going to do a curvy, wobbly line, which is just curving in and out. Careful to go around all of my letters, not touching them. Whoa! And that's just a fun way to make your name stand out. All right, now next, I'm going to move my drawing supplies out of the way here. I'm going to open up my sketchbook. And I'm going to cover the whole thing with my favorite shapes, or Abby's favorite. Let's say Abby likes, what would Abby like? Let's say Abby likes hearts, okay? So you don't have to do a heart. You do whatever shape you can do, or whatever shape you like. But for my heart, if I'm Abby, I'm going to do curve out. See how they came to a point? And then in and down. In and down, curve out, in and down, point. So I am going to cover Abby's sketchbook with different size hearts. I could even put a little heart inside of a big heart. So if you're doing triangles or squares, you can put big ones around the little ones. This is just a fun, cool way to make your artwork interesting. I'm going to do a giant heart right here. See if you can do a huge one of your shapes. You can turn your sketchbook over to a different side and even draw some tall, skinny ones. Play around with different shapes. So if you need a couple of minutes to do this, you can feel free to pause the video. Go ahead and take your time. Have fun with it. Do it any way you want, as long as you're doing the same shape over and over again. I feel like I have added enough hearts, I think, to my sketchbook to make me happy, or Abby happy. Abby, are you happy? Yes, she says yes. Next, you are going to have to draw or write 4 things. Say it with me. I will draw 4 things about me, about you. So, Miss Abby, she loves her puppy dog. So, where would Abby want to draw about her puppy dog? Maybe right here. So, if you have a puppy dog or you like dogs, you could draw what I'm drawing. So, we're going to start with an oval. Little oval and the big oval. Going to go ahead and color this in nice and dark. Itty bitty J and up. Itty bitty J and up. Y'all got it? And then a curve around the oval. So curve up and around. We'll curve over and down and back up. This is a big floppy ear. Curve over, down, and back up. And I'm going to draw 2 ovals for eyeballs. You can do your eyeballs however you want. You don't even have to draw a puppy dog. These are just ideas. And then a little oval inside the oval for my puppy dog. Maybe do some little dotty dots. Oh, he's a cute doggy. Yeah. So that's one thing about Abby. We know she likes hearts. We know she likes doggies. Maybe she loves her family. Hopefully you love your family too. So I'm going to have her draw just very simple circles. She has a mommy and a daddy. And let's pretend she has a baby brother. So just 3 circles. The easiest kinds of eyes I can think to tell you to draw are smile eyes. These are just 2 curves that are about the same size. About the middle of the head. This one's a little bit high. And then for a nosy nose, we're just going to do little J, little J, and a little baby J for the little teeny tiny, what did I say, brother, sister? The little baby. I'm going to do a little smile. A little smile. They're all happy. And since this one's a little baby, I'm going to give them 1 tooth. What else do I have to add to finish a face? Did you say ears? I hope so. Ears are really teeny tiny curvy curves. And that might be extra tough because I made these really small. So you don't have to add ears if you don't want to. And we're going to make this one the daddy. So it's really easy and helpful if your parents have something like a mustache. Doing some fuzzy wuzzies. Mustache and a beard. This is her dad. And maybe he doesn't have a lot of hair up top. Maybe he just has hair on the side. There we go. There's your daddy. And her mom, maybe her mom wears glasses. Or just draw circles for glasses, line across. And her mom has, let's say she has curly hair. Mom has curly hair. So curly hair are really just little circles over and over and over again. Really teeny tiny ones close together, and that gives it a nice texture. And a little baby only has 1 curly cute hair. So that's our family. Doggy, hearts. That's already 3 things about herself. Another thing Miss Abby likes to do is she loves sports. Do any of you guys like playing sports? So I'm going to draw another circle. Circles are pretty easy once you get going. A line across. The curve, and another curve. That is our basketball. Let's say Abby loves basketball. Feel free to add or draw your own stuff that you like to do. maybe something you're good at, something that you want to get good at. I know on one of my drawings, I drew a book because I like to read. I wrote the word kind because I think I am a pretty kind person. And I drew the state that I grew up in. If you're not from here, maybe you're from somewhere else. And this one is a monkey because that was when I was 5 years old. I wanted to be a monkey researcher. I basically wanted to play with monkeys all the time, but I wanted to work with monkeys, maybe in a zoo or study them, anything about monkeys. So maybe you could draw what you want to be when you grow up. So let's say you've drawn everything out. You're really proud of your drawing. You took your time. Next is color. Woohoo! Alrighty. I have crayons and pencils and a Sharpie. I also have some markers. However you want to color is fine. I'm just going to give you a very quick demo of how you can use each. And I'll try to be really, really fast. So, Sharpie. You're just tracing over at least your name to make it big and bold. If you don't have a Sharpie, you can just use a black marker, black crayon, or a black colored pencil. Just want to make it pop out. If you want your outside color to be different than your inside color, like let's say Abby's favorite color is green because that's a fun color. She can be really big and sloppy and go pretty fast. Coloring all the way around the outside of her name and her shapes. But when she gets close to her shapes, here's what she's going to do. She's going to trace very neatly. Woo, this is going to take me some time. Around the outside of each shape. Now, you don't have to be perfect. I'm just showing you how you can. Crayons, if you want it to be really, really dark, you're going to press down hard. If you want to be really light, barely touch it to your paper. So see how with a crayon, you can cover a lot really quickly, all going in the same direction, and then you can go back in and be really nice and neat. Okay? Markers, markers. They are really fun and quick to cover spaces. So just like what I did with the crayon, I'm tracing the outside and I'm coloring the inside. And did I go outside the lines? Yes. Am I freaking out about it? No. Because I'm an artist and it's okay not to be perfect. Go inside the lines. Color pencils. They're really good for teeny tiny details. They are not great for covering huge areas very quickly. So I might use this one to color my puppy dog because it's such a teeny tiny puppy dog and I gotta do lots of details. Okay? So hopefully that gives you a good idea how to do your sketchbook. I know that was a lot of information. So feel free to rewind, play the video again, or if you're like, ugh, I'm done, just let me go do my art. Go do your art. You do you, boo. All right, that is it for today. Please know that I love you guys. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you next time. Bye.